Tonight, Ken Smith quits as Speaker as Jeff Shaw claims another scalp. Bung's heartbroken mum makes a rare public appeal as police offer $1 million reward. Fisherman brothers circled by a shark before being saved at sea. An allergic shock ruins a girl's first day at school. And the beer tax hike that's left a bad taste in the mouth.
This is 9 News with Peter Hitchener.
Good evening. Frankston MP Jeff Shaw has claimed another scalp with Ken Smith resigning as Speaker. Smith launched a bitter parting swipe at his political rival before his deputy, Christine Fife, was elected to the chair. State political reporter Andrew Lund.
State Parliament resumed with Ken Smith taking the Speaker's chair, but he wasn't there long.
It is with regret and profound disappointment that I find it necessary to address my colleagues today.
Months after Balance of Power MP Jeff Shaw declared he'd lost.
And we respect that.
Neil Breen, 9 News.
And now here's Tony Jones looking ahead to tonight's sport.
Thanks very much, Pete. Good evening. Well, we're on the trail of the Tigers here in Warrnambool, and we can report we've captured the captain and he will join us live. Also, the Blues reveal their top 4 ambitions.
There's no reason why we can't, further improve and play more September action.
Meanwhile, the Aussies take cover in South Africa.
It is playing havoc at the moment, the weather, but you've got to make the most of it and do what we can.
Could victory rush back their skipper? Plus, a surfing daredevil takes the plunge. So, Pete, hang 10 or maybe 20 and we'll bring you those stories and more.
OK, thanks, Tony. See you then. In the news ahead, the hunt for a fake cop who terrorised a female driver. The Duchess takes George on a Caribbean vacation. A castaway claiming to have survived 400 days lost at sea. And later, why the fix is in for Melbourne mortgages. Malvern police are hunting a man who impersonated an officer last month by stopping traffic in busy Glenferrie Road. Chris White says a quick-thinking young woman raised the alarm after the fake cop tried to arrest her.
As brazen as it was bizarre, moments before this shot, this man wearing a dark blue T-shirt with police.
True. Robert Penfold, 9 News.
Livinia joins me now. We had a drop of rain last night, Livinia.
Drop being the operative word, Pete, between 7 and 9 p.m, just half a millimetre in the city. The most was 1 at Mitcham and Epping. And this is actually our driest start to a year since 2009. But as the front moved across the state last night, there were some severe storms with lightning. Gale force winds brought down trees at Kyneton and Woodend. They peaked at 91 kilometres an hour at Wilson's Prom. Those southeasterly winds made it a mild day, but there is some extremely hot weather on its way again. Fire danger is going to be significant this week in Victoria, especially on Saturday. I'll have the forecasts later, Pete.
Right, thanks, Livinia. Up next, police officers injured in a hit-and-run attack. Kate Blanchett's gifts for Philip Seymour Hoffman's grieving children. And the family wagon that disappeared in the driveway. A close call for 2 police officers when their patrol car was rammed by a 4-wheel drive at Kyneton. The driver turned on them moments after they'd stopped his vehicle, which was towing suspected stolen farm equipment. Emily Rice explains.
The police patrol was violently rammed after a routine intercept on a country road.
A little smoother.
In Sochi, Damien Ryan, 9 News.
And Tony Jones joins me again from Warrnambool with sport.
Thanks very much, Pete. Good evening. Well, as we told you earlier, the Tigers are on the prowl here. Trent Cotchin, the captain, will join us after the break to tell us why. Also coming up, the Blues reveal the key to their top 4 hopes. The Aussies clear out as their test preparations go under. And a surfing daredevil rides his way into the record books.
This sports report brought to you by Bet365.com, the world's biggest online sports betting company.
Well, in just 39 days from now, Richmond will be running on to the Gold Coast to open their season 2014. And this is the man who'll be leading them, Trent Cotchin. It's not the MCG, the Gold Coast this year.
Yeah, very exciting. I mean, it's a different set up to what we're normally used to, but excited to get up there. The conditions are going to be similar to what we've been training in over the pre-season. That moisture in the air is going to be a challenge, but very exciting.
You find yourself here at Warrnambool, though, for something completely in the old record of 78 feet. And Peter, it doesn't matter whether you're talking feet, inches, metres or centimetres, it was big.
It certainly was. Thanks, Tony. When we return, drivers made to pay for Melbourne's peak hour nightmare. Interest rates on hold as borrowers bank on a quick fix. And the BMX bandit who hopped up the Eureka Tower. Victorian drivers have been found to be the worst in the country for nose-to-tail crashes. In its annual crash index, insurer Amy listed the top 5 types of crashes, with fender benders outranking failing to give way. Parked car dings continue to trend upwards, while collisions with stationary objects and collisions while reversing round out the list. The Reserve Bank kept interest rates on hold today at the historic low of 2.5%. But it was a bad day on the stock market with heavy losses. Ross Greenwood has the details.
The market shook today, worried about the world's economic future. But the Reserve
for the mathematically inclined. The challenge was recorded and sent to the people at Guinness for verification. And why not? Livinia's back with the weather warming up again, Livinia.
That's right, Pete. Today was the one mild day this week. Heat is building over South Australia again. Adelaide is likely to break its record of 11 days over 40 in summer. Tomorrow will actually be good here, but dangerously hot weather isn't far away. I'll have the details next. Good evening. Well, much more comfortable conditions last night. Our low was 15 at 7 this morning. A bit of cloud this morning broke up to a sunny afternoon, and our top was 26 at 20 to 4. The winds were one of the main features of the day, around 40 kilometres an hour in the city, 60 at the airport. And a break from the heat through the north in the low to mid-30s. There were just a few showers this morning in East Gippsland. They cleared as a high move in, and tomorrow will be fine with the high staying over us. Now, with the winds gradually shifting around, it will heat up over the next few days. The most extreme conditions will be on Saturday, when there'll be direct northerlies. A squally cool change is expected on Sunday, but the rain with it will stay over Tasmania and not reach us. Interstate tomorrow, hot in Perth and Adelaide. Sydney may have a shower in the morning. Here we'll start to see temperatures increase again, 38 at Mildura. It'll be fine apart from a couple of very early showers in East Gippsland. Around Melbourne, expect it to be warmer than today. There'll be plenty of sunshine, but there is a strong wind warning for the bays. The city will start with a low of 14, then reach 31 after lunch. It will be sunny, so a good day, but fairly windy, especially during the afternoon. Then more sunny and warmer days, 35 on Thursday, 36 Friday. Saturday with stronger winds will hit 40, so we haven't seen the end of the extremely hot weather, I'm afraid. And sunny, and have a look at the temperature forecast for Saturday night, a low of 30. Sunday up to 38 in the morning, then a squally cool change will sweep through early afternoon. A very windy day, but no rain with the change, just some cloud. Monday will be much better, sunny and 27 degrees. Tuesday, partly cloudy and 30. So Saturday is going to be 40 degrees with northerly winds and no sea breeze to cool things down. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, Pete.
Well, it is summer after all. Thank you, Livinia. And Melbourne, that's what's news this Tuesday. Tracy's next with the current affair. Enjoy your evening and good night.